Hello guys, my name is Siddharth Gupta and you are watching Study with Me channel. So today I will teach the new chapter, which is chapter number 4, Elasticity of Demand, which is a continuation of the chapter name Demand and Law of Demand, which I have taught in a previous video, and I have made 5 videos of that chapter. So please listen that video. It's a continuation chapter. If you have not listened my previous video, please do not watch this video, and if you have listened previous video, you can watch and you can understand my video. It's a very continuation chapter. So further any delay, let's begin this chapter. So first we learn about what is elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand refers to the degree of responsibilities of quantity demanded of a commodity to a change in any of its determinants, namely price of the commodity, and price of other commodities, and income of the consumer. So elasticity of demand says that any degree refers to the degree of responsibility of quantity demanded of a commodity which we are wants to purchase, and which we have purchased. There are certain changes in their factors. So they can be price of the commodity, they can be income of the commodities, and there are any other price of the other commodity. So it only tells about the elasticity of demand. So, and there are many types of elasticity of demand, and number 1 is price elasticity of demand, cross elasticity of demand, and income elasticity of demand. So first we learn about the price elasticity of demand. What is price elasticity of demand? So price elasticity of demand may be defined as the degree of responsiveness of quantity demanded of a commodity in response to a change in its price. So price elasticity of demand can be defined that degrees of responsiveness which are response to the quantity which we have purchased, or which we are wanting to purchase in the future, and or at a particular period of time. So there can be a change in price. So it is also means that's why it is called price elasticity of demand, because something changes in the price. Because for example, if I have taken one phone, it was priced 15,000, and suddenly in the lockdown the price become very high. So of the phone, it's become 20,000. So 5,000 it's become high, which I have purchased in the past. So the mobile demand is becoming high, so that's why there is a change in price. So that's why it is called the price elasticity of demand. So we move to, and the price elasticity of demand refers to the ratio of the percentage change in the quantity demanded of a commodity to a given percentage change in its price. So means price elasticity of demand, it also refers to the ratio of percentage change in quantity demanded of a commodity to a given percentage change in its price. It's it's a ratio between quantity demanded and change in its price. So there is price elasticity of demand equals to percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. So it's a formula of price elasticity of demand. I hope it is very understood. So what are the classifications of price elasticity or degree of price elasticity of demand? So number one is perfectly inelastic demand. So when a quantity demanded of a commodity does not respond to a change in its price, then the elasticity of demand is zero. In this case, the quantity demanded remains the same irrespective of any rise or fall in the price of the commodity. It is a case of perfectly inelastic demand. A demand curve of zero elasticity is known as perfectly or completely inelastic demand curve. So if quantity demand, which my demand is for to buy that commodity, if they does not respond to a change of price, suppose it's I've taken one mobile which is 15,000 price, and after 1 year it is also 15,000, nothing changes in its price. So then the elasticity of demand will be zero because nothing has changed in the price. So demand will be can be less also or can be more also. It depends upon timing or time period. So in this case, quantity demands remains the same. It's remains the same. If India is buying a mobile Android mobile, for example, 15,000 people are buying at the same price, 15,000. So people will people's economics of buying phones is 15,000 only. 15,000 people are only buying, only nothing quantities are becoming high. So and if the price rises or falls also, the quantity will be same. Perfectly inelastic demand rules. So this is the graph, you can see this. This is the y-axis, this is x-axis, and here x-axis is called quantity and y-axis is called price. So price is fixed only, nothing changes in the price, but the changes in the quantity. So first time they were low, and in another time period become high. It can be become low also, it can be become high also. It is depend upon timing. So next is perfectly inelastic demand. Perfectly elastic demand. So what is when consumer are prepared to purchase all that they can get at a particular price, but nothing at all at a slightly higher price, then the price elasticity of demand for a commodity is said to be infinite. In this case, a very small fall in the price of a commodity causes the demand to increase to infinity. A demand curve of infinity elastic is known as perfectly elastic demand. I am sorry for that. I have explained perfectly elastic, but I will explain perfectly elastic one more. That if the see this graph, that this is the x-axis which is notable for quantity, and this is y-axis which is noted for price. So if the price become high also, the quantity will be same, demand will be same, nothing changes in the quantity demanded. If the price falls also, nothing change in the quantity, they are constant. But in perfectly elastic demand, if the price is constant, here is price is constant, here price was not constant. In the time being, for the time being they become high, for the time being they become low. But here perfectly elastic demand, here price become constant, but here now quantity are different. First they are low, second time they become very high. But here when the price was falling also, the quantity was same, they are not have increased. So it's depend upon timing, and this is the difference can come in the exam. Give the difference between perfectly elastic and perfectly inelastic. So you can give the definition and you can draw the diagram so that examiner can give the marks, give the full marks to you. So I hope it is very clear. So number 3 is unitary elastic demand. So when a given percentage change in the price of a commodity causes an equivalent percentage change in the quantity demanded, then the elasticity of demand is said to be unitary. That a given percentage which is changes in the price, any percentage which have changes in the price of commodity is equivalent, is equals to the percentage change in the quantity demanded. If the if for example, if price falls of mobile, then the quantity demand will also, percentage also falls, because we know that if the price is becoming high, then we know that the demand of that mobile is becoming higher and higher day by day. So here we are seeing that the mobile of the price of the mobile, it's becoming very low and low because of demand of that mobile is becoming low. So that's why their price is low. So I will show the graph first. Wait. So this is a unitary elastic. This is unitary elastic. Here the price was something high, so the quantity demanded was here like this only, and the price when falls, the demand become high, quantities demands become high because of the price fall. But it's this part, with this part, this is called the unitary elasticity, which is that lower point, and this is the demand curve, this downward sloping. So I hope it is clear, unitary elastic demand. And fourth is elastic demand. When the percentage change in the quantity demanded of a commodity exceeds the percentage change in its price, the elasticity of demand is greater than unitary. The elastic of demand is said to be relatively elastic here. So if there is a changes, percentage changes in the quantity demanded, and it is less than the percentage change in its price, so then elasticity of demand is greater than unitary, means ES, elasticity of demand, is notable to the ES and it will be greater than unitary. Means ES greater than 1, then the elasticity of demand is said to be relatively elastic here. So I will show the graph here. So see, this is called elastic demand. So here is what is happening. See, this is a price and this is a quantity. So when the price was 80, the demand was 50, and when the price falls 65, so the demand become 110. So the demand curve is like this. So it will be greater than 1, ES greater than 1 than the unitary. So this is the elastic demand. I hope it is very clear. In question they can give the difference between unitary elastic demand and elastic demand. So no, unitary elastic demand will not come, but difference between elastic demand and inelastic demand can come. So you can you have to give the definitions, and diagram you can also give, so that the examiner can give the marks, full marks, and it will makes very good reputation behind beside them. So now is inelastic demand. Demand is inelastic when the percentage change in the quantity demanded of a commodity is less than the percentage change in its price. So demand is inelastic when the percentage any percentage changes in the quantity demanded is less than the percentage change in its price. So here is the graph, this price and quantity, and it's 14. When the rupees 14, the demand was 80. When the price falls, the demand was become 88. So inelastic means plus 40% they have make the means become high. So change in price leads to a smaller percentage change in demand. So I hope it is very understand this graph. So we move to the next slide, and there is the measurement of price elastic demand. What are the methods? So first we look, and there are two types of methods. One is point elasticity and number 2 is arc elasticity. So we first learn about the point elasticity demand. So point elasticity, when price elasticity of demand is measured at a particular point on a demand curve, it is called point elasticity. Means that when the price is price elasticity is measured at a particular point in a demand curve, that's only is called the point elasticity. And number second is the arc elasticity. When elasticity of demand is measured over a finite range or arc of a demand curve, it is called arc elasticity of demand. Means when elasticity is measured in the finite range between the point to point, means one point to one point, it makes the arc, and they have the arc point of a demand curve. So that's called arc elasticity of demand. I hope it is very clear. So thank you so much, and this comes to the end of part 1 video. Part 2 video I will, as soon as possible, I will upload it, and I hope you have liked this video. And please, for more such videos, please subscribe to our channel, and please like and share with your friends, and especially to the class 12 students who are in commerce stream, and class 11 also, because many school teach them in class 11 to class 12 books. So please share to them, so that and give more support to us for this channel, and so that we can bring for you the live session of economics subject or any other subject which you like. And please give the doubts in comment section box. If you do not give the doubts, we will if you do not give the, I cannot understand of your problems, where are you facing. So please, thank you, and bye bye, and take care.